Hello everybody, I'm Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome to another LEGO Ninjago review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 9449, Ultrasonic Raider. This set includes 622 pieces and originally retailed for $79.99 back in June of 2012. Now this is one of the older LEGO Ninjago sets that I own in my collection, and I thought I'd dig it out to review for the 10th anniversary, which is today, Thursday the 14th. So getting right into this and taking a look at the box art, you do get the LEGO Ninjago logo at the top as well as the green ninja who is Lloyd. You also get your regular stuff off the side, which is slightly parted with Pythor right there in the middle. You also do get a 2-in-1 symbol because this is a technically 2-in-1 set, but not really. It's just two vehicles that can come together. We also do get advertised in the corner both JZX and Zane ZX, which I don't know why they're doing that because those characters also come in other sets, I think, but either way, you do get the main front picture for the box art. Let's turn this around. From the back of the box, you get the rest of your characters listed at the top, and then you have your characters interacting with the vehicle. We also do get an advertisement for collecting all of the Fang Blades in the set, which is very nice, though you can't actually get them all in one set, I believe. But either way, it does show off the play features and how you can have that happen, which doesn't happen within the second season, but actually happens in the third season, I believe, as far as I know from my memory of rewatching the show. Within this set, we do get two instruction manuals, both regular sort of instruction booklets, and also both mimic the front of the box, even with the stuff down there. Very back of the first instructions features your LEGO Club advertisement. You can flip that right open to a transition for book number 2. Though also one other thing that I did want to point out, something that LEGO used to do within the LEGO Ninjago instructions back in the day, is feature these advertisements in the very middle of the build, where we do get this poster right here representing the Season 2. We also do get this weapon checklist, which is another thing that they used to do back in the day, which I just think is crazy that they used to just tell what weapons were in what sets, which is just a really interesting thing to think about, especially like things like the staff. And then finally there's an advertisement for all of the spinners that were available for the time, which I do have a few of these that I could review, and also just some of the other characters that you can get within other sets, like Pythor doesn't come in a spinner. Second instructions mimics the box from the front, very back features the Win Kid, and then you should be able to see lots of advertisements for like the website. For the spinners over here, which like I said, I do own that one, and I do own the one for Lloyd, which I believe is that one, which this was also when they did put like teasers within the instructions, which is just really interesting to think that we didn't know who these characters were, but you know, very interesting that they did that, and also just more teasers right up there. And then we have an advertisement for all of these sets, which I do actually own all of these minus this one. This one I could have owned in my collection because my brother did, but I did not buy the dragon within that set, which he actually sold for I don't know how much, but either way, that set is one that I would end up getting sometime in the future if I can, since it is really interesting, especially just looking at it from that point. And I know that they did remake it very recently back with the Legacy line, though that one I didn't pick up because I wasn't really interested with the brick built heads. And then finally for the instructions, we do get the piece count for 2 pages right there from the middle, and also that one from the back right there. And then we have the final overall model, also showcasing some more of the play features for this particular set. So yeah, that's all for the instructions, so let's take a look at our minifigure selection. So taking a look at our first minifigure, we have Kai ZX. This minifigure is not exclusive, but also comes within 2 other sets, not counting this one. So looking at his character, the leg printing isn't too exciting. We do get it on the legs leading up to the belt piece up to the main torso. We get these dark red arms, which I also really like how that looks on this minifigure, and the black hands for some gloves. He does come with 2 accessories, one of them being his golden weapon of the Sword of Fire, which is a molded piece that was introduced back in 2011. Very cool to get it within this set, along with all of the other golden weapons. You can just take a quick look at that from the very side for that piece. But then turning him around, he does have an under the neck accessory, which all of the other ninja have in addition, but two of them also get this under the neck accessory inside a silver color compared to this gold, which we only see on Kai and Zane. And in this under the neck accessory, we do get two slots where you can place these sword pieces, which I do really like how you can do that with this particular piece. Also, if you're interested, here's a quick look at the back printing for this minifigure. Also a very nice shine to that fire logo to showcase that he is the ninja of fire. Removing the mask piece, you can take a look underneath to see the regular Kai facial expression from back in 2011. I do prefer these facial expressions over the ones that we saw within the Lego Ninjago movie. And then for the mask piece, we do have the newer style that was introduced in 2012 for these versions of the ninja, which also has this printing from the very top of it, and I do really love these masks compared to the ones that we saw back in 2011, so overall just a very nice minifigure. For our next minifigure, we have Zane ZX. This minifigure is also not exclusive, coming within 4 other sets, not counting this one. Just like Kai and the other ninja, we don't really get too much of an exciting leg print for these characters, though we do get leg printing still the same right there leading up to the belt piece up to the main torso. We do get some plain white arms, black hands for some gloves, and he does come with his golden weapon accessories of the shurikens of ice, which is pretty nice to see that you get 2 of those shurikens, though it is a common piece that you see mostly throughout Ninjago. He also does come with the same color under the neck accessory as we see for Kai in that golden color, very nice to see that, and we get a black sword for his minifigure as well. Also, here's a quick look at the back printing if you're interested in that. Taking a look at the facial expression, we do get the 2011 facial expression, not the Lego Ninjago movie style, very nice to see that for Zane, and then we do get the same helmet style with the printing from the very top of that. For our next minifigure, we have Cole ZX. This minifigure is not exclusive, but also comes within 4 other sets, counting this one. We also do get his golden weapon accessory of the Scythe of Earth. Very nice to see that again within this set. You can remove that real quickly. 3 pieces to make up that piece. Now, looking at his character, we do get some very nice leg printing leading up to the belt piece. Different leg printing than what you see for the other ninja right there. Just a little bit of a different style. And then we get the printing continued on the front of the torso, plain black arms and hands right there for some gloves, and then you also do get the under the neck accessory within a different color compared to the other ninja that we just looked at, more of a silver color for these characters, which I do really like seeing that, and a silver sword compared to a black one. Also, here's a quick look at the back printing with the earth symbol from the very back. Taking a look at the facial expression, we do get the 2011 style facial expression for this version of Cole, very nice to see that. And then for the mask, we do get it in the same mold with the printing from the very front in that silver color. And then for our last ninja within the set, we have JZX. This minifigure is not exclusive, but also comes within 4 other sets, not counting this one. He also comes with his golden weapon of the nunchucks of lightning. Very nice to get those. That's comprised of 3 pieces, including this golden chain, which is pretty nice to get, and then that piece which you also use on the Scythe of Quakes. Though taking a quick look at his character, we do get some more unexciting leg printing leading up to the belt piece up to the main torso. We do get one arm inside that light gray color, which should be silver compared to what you see within the show, which is just a little disappointing that it's just a plain light gray going on for that. We do get the black hands for some gloves, and then like I said, very nice printing from the front of the torso. We also do get the same under the neck accessory that we see for the other ninja inside this silver color, which we also see with Cole, and then a silver sword within that piece. Also, here's a quick look at the back printing with the symbol for lightning. For the facial expression, we get the same one that we have been seeing since 2011, which is the one that I really like seeing for these ninja characters right there. Only the one facial expression, and then we get the same mold for the mask piece with the printing from the front of that. For our next minifigure, we have Spita. This minifigure is not exclusive, but also came out in a spinner set back in 2012. This minifigure has some very nice leg printing leading up to the belt piece up to the main torso. We get some dark green arms, black hands for this character as well. This character also comes with a very interesting accessory, which you'd normally see within like the castle and knight themes right there. One of those like balls with the spikes on it, which, you know, comes out from that piece, which, you know, it isn't depicted as accurately as it could be, but, you know, it is what LEGO could do for the time. We also do get some back printing for this minifigure if you're interested in that, as well as a molded head piece, which does look very nice. You can see the printing also for the teeth and for the double eyes on each side, and you can see the printing from the very top of the head. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for Spida. And then finally, for our last minifigure, we have Pythor. This minifigure is exclusive to the set, which is really amazing that you can get him only within the set, you know, leaves the exclusivity of his character, though we have seen his character pop up a few other times within the Ninjago TV series, and especially in that white color within the season following. But either way, here's just a quick look at the side of this character. We do get the big snake tail piece, which was introduced within the 2012 Ninjago line. You can just take a look at that from the side, and it is in that purple color. You get the main prints from the very front of that. Here's a closer look at the printing style for the character. Very nice shine to the front of that as well. You can remove the headpiece. To take a better look at the torso printing for this character, we get the plain black arms and hands, and one accessory of a fang blade, which also does have an exclusive print on that 1x1 circular tile piece in red. And then you get the regular build-up for a fang blade using the lightsaber handle piece, as well as this spike from the top in that silver color. We also do get some back printing for Pythor's minifigure, and then you can plop right on top the headpiece, which is a new and exclusive mold for Pythor, which we do see get used quite a few other times, where we also do get the printing for the teeth, as well as from the very top of the character's head. You can see the printing going on for this character. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for Pythor. Very cool to get him within this set. So looking at the final overall model for the Ultrasonic Raider, one thing that I do have to note right off the bat is that this set might be getting a remake this year during the summer wave for a legacy set, which I just think it's pretty crazy that I did decide to review this before we actually found out about that, since I am recording this over 2 days. But either way, getting right into this, one other thing that I did also want to say when it comes to the design of this is, I don't know if I built this wrong or not, but the treads from the very front of the vehicle don't move when you move the back wheels, which is the only complaint that I really have. Either the table surface isn't agreeing with this model, or I built something wrong, so bear with me with that part. So either way, that's my only real complaint when it comes to the design of this. Otherwise, we do get a lot of very nice sticker details and a lot of different play features that you can interact your characters with. So starting from the very front of this vehicle, we do get some clip pieces. We get both the regular clip pieces and then the bar clip pieces from each side, which these areas are used to hold the golden weapons. Within the instructions, it shows that we can put the shurikens of ice and the nunchucks of lightning within these clip piece areas. I'm not sure if there's another area where you can store the other 2 remaining golden weapons, but within the instructions it does show that you can place those within those areas, and you have your other 2 ninja just fighting alongside. Since we mainly only get 2 main cockpit areas, though within the show you can actually fit all of the ninja within one of these cockpit areas, or at least 2 within each, because I remember when this back part launches out, the 2 that are left within this main area do have to jump out and follow them, which that's just what I remember from watching the show. But either way, just getting right back into the main front of this, we do get the other type of clip piece connection from the front, which you can bring down this cockpit area in order to have an area to place your minifigures. We do get 2 levers right there and a little spot just to rest your minifigures back. So placing our minifigure of Jay, you can just plop them in like such, and the sword from the very back does interfere a little bit, so you do want to be careful or remove those before you actually sit down the character. And then you can bring this clip piece right back up. We do get a sticker from the very top of that piece, which I do really like seeing that, where we also do get like some of the different elements being shown right there, like earth and then fire from the very top. We also do get some more stickers from these slope pieces over here. Those are very nice to see with just some more extra little details. We have some little lights going on from the very front, in addition from like down here at the bottom. Moving to the other cockpit area right up here, we do get another sticker on the very top of that, which also has the same sticker details as you see down below, though you can lift this part up in order to see inside, where you do have a spot to sit another character. You can sit another character there, though you definitely have to remove the sword when you put the character in there. And we do get 2 extra printed pieces in here. One of these tape recorder pieces, which I find very interesting that they're using that. And then this piece, which is a classic piece that we saw within the Star Wars theme back in the day. Very cool to see that within the set as well. In addition, we do have a sticker over here and a sticker over there on those 2 slope pieces. Moving to the sides of the vehicle, we do get this part that juts out all the way to the side, which also has like a clip connection using one of those Exoforce arms. I think it's very interesting how they did that. And that is a pin and stick piece connection all the way back in there. We get the same thing going on from the other side, where we also get these little knife pieces, which we get a bunch of those. Those are used for extra little weapons, though I believe in the show they could be like launched out from that particular area, like flick fire missiles or something like that. But either way, I think it's very nice, and it does show the characters removing these and using them as weapons, which is just another very interesting thing that I thought I'd point out. Also, from the very side, we do get actual flick fire missiles right here, which you can shoot these out using just your finger. You can put the vehicle down like such, and then flick it out like this. And then it goes out into the distance, never to be found again, unless you can reach it, which it is quite big, and there are no extras other than the one that you get from the other side. It is a little bit of a pain to actually shoot these out, just because it is on a very bad surface where you actually have to hold on to this area and flick from that point. From the very side of the wheels, we do get some little extra details where we have these dish pieces. Very nice to see 3 of those, the medium size in white. And those studs are also topped off using the 1x1 circular tiles in gold. We get another sticker on this 1x6 tile piece, which adds a little bit more extra detail, which is like a 03 going on right there. Not sure what that's supposed to mean, but I guess that's like the model or something. I'm not sure. You know, I know that it is sort of accurate to the source material, and we have the same sort of thing going on from the other side for that wheel design. Another thing that I do want to talk about is the treads from the very front, which I believe that these tread pieces are exclusive to this set, at least for the time, which it's very nice to see those. You can't actually turn those by yourself like that, because there is like a whole gear system, though for some reason the table that I have doesn't really work to make these treads work. You can see the only way that these will work is if I actually roll it like this, which the back wheel does move very easily because those are just some regular big wheels, but for some reason these just don't like my table or something. I don't know if I built it wrong. That's all that I have to say for that. A lot of technic building within that general area, and also just for like the main base of this set. Now, moving to the very side of the vehicle, one thing that I think is one of the more interesting play features is the fact from the very back we get this area that can push in, which I'll show better within a few minutes, but you can push that out and these wings will get exposed. And in addition to that, with the model exposed, you can lift this part up to get this flying part of the vehicle, which I just think it's crazy that they did make this in 2 parts, where you just have like this main part of the vehicle and then this, which, you know, at the time a lot of people didn't know what this was, but I believe that they didn't use this until the following season for this vehicle, which is I guess why they included it as like a teaser or something. But really cool that they did include this, still the same, just based off my memory. So as you know, I already showed the cockpit from the very front, but here's just a quick look from the front of what this looks like disconnected from the main center area. We do get these pieces, which are pretty nice to get in dark gray. We have these front engine type areas, which we also get like these fire bits coming out from the side, which I do really like getting the bigger flame pieces, and also these, which were normally used within the spinners in gunmetal gray, which those are both connected from the side using the different type of clip piece connection from that point. We also do get like these wings, like I said, which, you know, are very nice to get within this golden color. You do see these quite a lot when it comes to the Lego Ninjago theme, so it's nothing really too special that we haven't seen before, but it's pretty nice to get a bunch of those since they are quite easy to break within this gold color if you do end up crushing these models, which I did end up crushing this model back in the day because I did have it pile on a bunch of other things, so don't do that. Be smart. But we also, I just want to point that out now that I see it, is that we do get a rubber band in here because rubber bands are cool, and that's how this whole motion works, where you can see how the rubber band can go in and go out when you pull this piece back in and out like that. It's just a very nice sort of easy Technic connection going on from there, and you do get this area that is quite easy to use, though it does easily get pulled out, which is one thing that I do have to complain about from that point, but either way, that is a very cool working mechanism for that. Also, from the very top, we do get some more stickers on this piece, which we get 2 from that point, and 1 from the very center area. We also do get another little spot that you could, I guess, sit characters, or this is supposed to represent a little jail from the back, where you can put Spita if you want, which we get these little parts that can come out using the clip piece connection, these little ladder pieces, and that's just sort of to work as a jail, at least from my understanding. And then, like I said, just the very back of it, we do get that feature. And here's a look at the bottom of this thing if you're interested in that. So yeah, that's all for this build. Oh, and one other thing that I didn't point out right off the bat, which is probably the most important thing within this vehicle, are these things, which is connected loosely using these different type of clip pieces, which are also connected using a pin connection. You can move these very easily, but this is where the sound comes out and where they play that flute sound to control the Great Devourer, so that's also pretty nice to see that that is referenced within this set. I also did want to show the back of this where it was exposed. You can see a lot of the different Technic functions in order to make sure that this is a very nice and stable base for the model, and you do get some little extra like details coming off from the side. No stickers or anything going on from the back area over here, and then we get these larger wheels, which are really nice to get these larger wheels, and also very nice that they covered them up using these larger dish pieces inside that dark brown color, and we get the same sort of styling that we also see when it comes to the very front of the treads, which is another cool thing to note from that point. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for that. You can plop this right back down like such, and then you can bring in the new piece. Just make sure that the wings are opened up from that point, and you can just slide it in like such. And then you can close up the wings, and then you have it back returned to the original model, other than these, which are a little floppy. But either way, that's all that I have to say for this set. So overall, this set is definitely worth the $80 that you'd pay for it back in the day. Not only do you get a show-accurate vehicle with a lot of very nice play features and details right there with the stickers, but you get an amazing minifigure selection, including the entire lineup of the 4 regular Ninja minus Lloyd and Nia, who you'd see later on. But you get the only way of getting Pythor at the time, which is just one of the more interesting characters who was introduced within Season 2 of Ninjago. And then you also do get Spita, who, you know, it's nice to get, even though that character is not exclusive. But either way, this is just a very nostalgic set that I remember getting back in the day, and it's just crazy to think that it's been 10 years of LEGO Ninjago already, and it's just gonna continue. I know it's gonna continue because there's a lot of fans of the show, and it's just gonna keep growing with more fans. And I even see that online, that there's a lot of people who are only just getting into this, and the Legacy line is definitely perfect for those who missed out on stuff like this. And like I said, there is something coming in the summer wave that will probably be this set. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!